Hey everybody, welcome to a special edition of the Burr Martin Experience, the video version. Now this will also be the audio version, so those who are just listening to the podcast and not the video, you will be confused by a few things. So just go to YouTube, look up Burr Martin Experience, ECCC, and you can watch the video from there. It's a whole lot more fun. I just don't want to do two podcasts because I'm that lazy. Also, why am I dressed up like this? Well, first off, this hat is super comfortable, I have to say. I'm not into steampunk at all, or anything, but this Dum Dum Dugan hat is comfortable. Why do I have a MASH shirt? And what's with the doctor's coat? Well, that's going to be later on in the podcast. I'll let you know about that. What's with the movie in the back? I'm watching Star Wars, and I have the day off, and there's no kids in the house, so I'm going to watch what I want to watch. I just got done watching The Relic. That's right, with Penelope Ann Miller. Alright, so here's a quick rundown of what happened during Emerald Con. Now, I would have liked to taken a lot more video interviews, but it's just so busy there. A lot of people are just busy trying to go places, do things, and I hate to be the guy that interrupts you all the time. If you're just sitting there, yeah, I'll probably bug you. But if you got places to go or something like that, I understand. So there's not as many video interviews as I would have liked, but still had a great time. And just, this is kind of to show you guys what you're missing. And go to Emerald Con, because it's pretty cool, and you're not getting into San Diego Con unless you're special. So why not go to this one? So Thursday we got there with my traveling companion, John, who owns Merlin's comics fantasy game store in Spokane, Washington. We got there Thursday, and he knew a friend who lived up kind of by University of Washington. So we walked through there. Amazing campus. I felt like the Russian Square, you know, the big blank spot with the giant building. Because I've never been there before. I'd never even seen it. So college life, sweet. Also, thank you to the three girls who hopped into their little fountain and then hopped back out because it was so hot. Thank you to those three girls for showing me what I'm missing in college, because that never happened at my community college that I went to. So we got there, we walked around a little bit, we went to the famous, I do have notes, I'm going to look down and I'm going to be like really, I'm going to be unprofessional, is what I'm going to tell you. But that's okay, because I don't want to forget anything, because I care about you people. That's why I'm doing it. So we went to Thai Tom, which is world famous, and it's about the size of a closet. But there's a lot of good food, you know, it's really good, it's really fast. I think it's like a cash-only thing. But, you know, that was fun. I also went to Scarecrow Video. Now, I was not aware of Scarecrow Video. This reminded me of the video place in The Big Hit with Marky Mark Wahlberg. One of the like early ones with Christina Applegate and Lou Diamond Phillips. At the end where he kind of charges him in and they fight during the big scene with the video thing. This place is gigantic. I've never seen it like millions of DVDs and Blu-rays. And every language you can think of. I mean, I saw rows of German, French, Italian, just insane amount of videos. And I got my third wind storm. Sorry, having a stroke. I smell toast. My third figure for the Big Trouble in Little China. So I completed that. So yeah, pretty happy about that. Because it's the little things in life. Because I can't afford the big things. Okay, then Friday got up, ate at the Biscuit Bitch. Now, if you've never been there, it is right next to the Belltown Inn. It's great food. It's just all biscuits. You've got, you know, Canadian and gravy, but it's Canadian. Like the Canadian bitch is peanut butter and maple syrup. And, I mean, there's like jalapeno biscuit. Just so good. So you got to go if you're ever there. That's one of the places to go. So Seattle decided to hate me this weekend, though. I will tell you that. As we're going, my second trip for my first trip was, you know, the little dips where they put trees in the sidewalks. Yeah, I decided to step on one of those sideways, and I did one of those slow down falls where it took about 10 minutes for me to finally hit because I was down and then nope, I got it. Nope, going down, hit my foot. Nope, going up. Nope, I'm gonna grab this guy in front of me. Nope, missed him. Now I'm going back down again. Coming back up, gonna do it. Nope. Hit another wall, and yeah, scraped up my arm. Really good. Let's see if I can show you any scrapes here. I don't know if this doctor's coat goes down far enough. It's way up here, and it's really ugly, and it looks like a cheese grater rubbed against me. So, but Bloodied and Blue, I made it through. You know, I realize this video is kind of, it's going to be all over the place, but hey, it's going to be better than one of those unboxing videos. So, I went as Hitman on Friday, which I might as well have been crew member number 3 on Planet Zorgoff, because no one recognized Hitman. What's with you people? It went 60 issues. It won awards. Read a book. Sorry, I realize you're not, but it's Garth Ennis, for crying out loud. Garth Ennis won an award, 60 issues, one of the greatest series ever, and no one recognizes the green and black coat, voted one of the most ugliest coats in the DC universe, one of the ugliest costumes in the DC universe, and that's saying something. Just saying I'm a little upset, that's all. All right, so anyway, I got there, and I felt kind of weird because later on, Nathan Fillion needed a picture with me. So he finally got his picture with me, and we went on. Let's say we went on to the amazing Lego room, which was insane. I can't imagine how much time. I have no time for something like that, and these things were ingenious. So much time and effort went into them. I can't even describe. Like a whole room full of Legos. So if you're like a Lego guy, you know, congrats. I wish I got into Legos. I do, but I don't, because I saw the price of the Ghostbuster headquarters and went, no, that's like 3 car payments. So, and you can tell I have a cheap car now. So, did that. I also went over to Artist Alley, and I don't want to say that I'm super famous, right? But, you know, I am saying that Kit Quinn and Steve Meissner, I always want to say Mosier, because the Smodcast with Jason Moser, I always have that in my head, so sorry, Steve. But, you know, they knew me. They recognized me. They knew me by name. Hi!
Oh, it's a video. I'm like making faces. Hi, John.
Where's Johnston? Oh, he can't be here. Sucker! So, yeah. I'm sorry. Did I drop another name on the floor? You might as well go ahead and pick that up. So, went there, and also I tried to do a couple of interviews. So here's a couple interviews that I did. I did one where the video cut off because my phone was trying to find Wi-Fi and then not find Wi-Fi and then find Wi-Fi and then not find Wi-Fi. Thank you, Sprint. And so I asked this gentleman what he thought of the new Ghostbusters video. The new Ghostbusters movie.
Say your name, because if you tell me your name and then I say it wrong, it sounds stupid.
William Ballum.
Oh, see, I could have got that.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's your name?
Amy.
Okay. Now, I don't know. Yours is
It's steampunk.
anime. Steampunk. Okay. All right.
Just generic steampunk.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. I see it, and I'll go see it for sure.
That's the thing.
I mean, we're supposed to represent goodwill towards it with Sony and all those, but it's going to be, yeah, it'll be funny. It'll probably make a lot of money.
Right. If you're a Ghostbuster fan, you still have to see it.
Yeah, you see it. Probably die laughing during it. But well,
see, I remember seeing it like in the theater 5 times in a row, and we watched the trailer, and my wife was like, "I think you're going to be disappointed." No, I don't think so.
It's like I said, Bridesmaids was hilariously funny,
Right?
But
yeah, you're right. There's only like a couple of lines that I can even remember from Bridesmaids.
You're doing better
One
than
is-
me. I can't remember any.
And the one is, what was it? It's coming. And she's running across the road. Oh, it's happening. It's happening.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's from looking at the Paul Feig's Instagram accounts and all his tweets he did.
Okay.
I think he is trying to do right by the original fans.
Right.
Just by him presenting it, he's like, okay, yeah, I
And he's
understand
trying to defend it.
He's defending. I mean, it's like there's a lot of backlash, which
Oh, yeah.
I'm not carried away, but I think he's trying to do right by the fans because he was trying to oh look, here's slime, here's
Right,
this.
right.
I mean, here's the
We
gear.
didn't change the logo too much. And
Here's the new proton packs, and you're like, okay, he's trying to build goodwill with the.
Yeah.
Some I'm looking at it going, yeah, okay, that's cool. Packs look pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'd like to steampunk it.
I know, that's what my first thought was, okay, so how much is it going to be to make that one? So,
Yeah. I like to take it and tweak it, make it steampunk, so we can go to the steam conventions with it.
Okay.
And but I think Paul's trying to do right by it. Honestly, I think he is.
I think so.
And he's not trying to just do it by him presenting the pictures and the
Because
videos.
you do get reboots that are like Point Break, where you're just like,
what was
I'm
the
doing
point?
this.
Yeah.
Poltergeist, I'm doing this. Screw you guys, I don't care.
Or the new Point Break. Oh, the
Point Break Extreme.
Total Recall.
Right,
new one.
right.
There's like, I mean, understanding neither one was actually close to the short story.
Yeah.
Really, but it was. I mean, it's hard to beat some of those old ones where they just didn't care; they just went full out.
Yeah.
Where the classic Ghostbusters, they're always. You had comedians in the prime of their life, and a lot of so many of the lines that are quotable from it were unscripted.
Yeah.
It was just the classic. Make me laugh.
And I like Kristen Wiig and stuff, but a lot of her stuff, she's not a stand-up comedian. I like Bill Murray.
Yeah, she's the straight.
Yeah.
I think she's going to be like the foil.
Think so?
The straight foil.
Because I saw from the trailer, I kind of got her as the Venkman.
Yeah, I think she'd do better as the straight foil on the whole thing, where it's like, that would have worked if you hadn't stopped me.
Okay.
Those type of.
I can see that. Yeah.
Those type of lines, which you need when you have like Aykroyd and Murray tend to be more
right
up your face comedy right there.
It's practice, lots of
practice, but it's also practice being the straight. That's a lot of work to be a straight man,
and no credit. You're just the straight guy. And you're like, oh yeah, he was funny.
No, but we're willing to learn.
Right.
That in itself is funny because it's completely opposite of.
Yeah. Oh no, I get it.
But no, we're not. Wait, no, we're.
Huh? All right.
Yeah, that's how I mean. I said I think they're going to try to do all right. He's trying to do right by the fans. He doesn't. Just looking at him, he doesn't seem like the type of guy who's going to willingly make garbage. I think he believes in what he's doing.
Because he does have a lot of big movies under his belt.
He does have he's made a lot of money, so he's doing something.
He doesn't have to.
He doesn't have to. Weirdly enough, this impressed me. Whenever he's tweeting pictures of him from on the set.
Oh, okay.
He's always in a suit and tie.
Yeah.
I saw that going, that's old school film. I mean, you used to think about it in the 30s and 40s and 50s.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone was in suits and ties. The director was always in a...
Spielberg and Lucas don't even wear suits and ties.
Yeah, but he's still that old...
That's true.
I think he's part of the whole thing. He's trying to stay old school with it. He's trying to...
That is true.
I'm like, well, right there, that gets me a measure of respect. He could wear a T-shirt and open flannel shirt and be Seattle
baseball cap backwards.
Seattle sloppy.
I like that, Seattle sloppy.
That's
It's fairly accurate.
I mean, where else are you going to see in Seattle where some guy next to you in a blazer and a T-shirt probably has $30 million in a checking account?
Right? Okay.
LA, wouldn't see that. New York, definitely not.
Yeah.
Out here, that guy could be worth 30
Seattle
or 40.
sloppy.
Seattle sloppy.
Okay.
But
Thongs.
oh,
Stocks with socks.
Oh, there you go. There you go. The classic look.
Yeah. You gotta have shorts. And then like a REI jacket.
And black socks at least.
Yeah, with brown Birkenstocks.
All right.
So I've always been curious about people at cons in wheelchairs when they're costuming. Did they do it just on purpose? Do they love it? Did their friend make them? And so I saw a couple of women there that I saw one was in a wheelchair. So I decided to interview them, and it was really cool. It was their first time, and so that was really cool. So check this interview out.
Okay. So what are your names? So you tell me so I don't get it wrong.
Okay. I'm Hannah.
I'm Dana.
Okay. I'm going to be a jerk. Do you need the wheelchair?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You never know.
No, yeah, on and off.
It's part of the reason why we wanted to do it. So she's from out of town.
Yeah.
So this is my sister. So she flew in.
Where are you from?
I'm from New Jersey.
Oh.
I used to live here. And then
I'm from Spokane. I'm like, well, that's kind of far. You beat me.
Yeah, so she flew in and I was like, I love Black Canary. She loves Oracle. So we decided to do a kind of sister cosplay. So this is her first convention ever.
I was going to ask. So this is
my
the first.
cosplays. Yeah.
Okay. So
My third, fourth convention.
scared? Scary?
No,
Weird?
I was nervous, but everyone is so nice, and I love
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I love it. It's very open.
Because we're all
Yeah, we're all in the same thing.
mindset. So, yeah.
Everyone's
Okay.
just great.
So how long did this take planning? Like, did you...
We've been
Because I know some people like go, I have a plan for our costumes and I've already had yours half made. So how did you?
for almost a year. For almost a year.
Oh,
So I
okay.
did this last year. My big costume's tomorrow. I'm gonna be Raven.
Yeah, my big
Tank.
costume.
Okay.
So that one took about a month and a half to do. This one is just a bunch of like store-bought pieces.
Yeah,
like
same for me.
the bodysuit is an actual like swimsuit.
Oh, okay.
So I can't make the corset top yet.
I can't either.
Still working on
okay.
that.
This one was all store bought, except for I bought the wig. Tomorrow's my bigger costume. I'm doing Kiki from Studio Ghibli. So I have a dress and a broom, and I did the props. I did radio.
So is this your kind of warm up for
Yeah,
tomorrow?
this is my warm up for tomorrow.
You get all set to
Yeah,
go and
yeah.
then okay,
To
okay.
experience everything.
And this is your first one?
Yeah.
That's cool. And did you say 3?
I said, yeah, 3. This is my 3rd time here, and then we do other conventions around. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool. All right.
So anyway, Saturday came around, and Saturday was a big thing. I went as Rick Sanchez. I wanted to go as a Rebel pilot. I wanted to show everybody that, yeah, I had a new costume and blah, blah, blah. There's the helmet in the background there. But my feet were so sore. We'd walked by then 20 miles, probably easy. So my feet just could not take Rebel boots. So I just went in comfortable shoes, went as Rick Sanchez. Little Rick! Tiny Rick! Whoop it up! And had a blast every time someone would yell, Rick! You know, Rickety Rick! Rickety Rick! So had a blast doing that. I had more fun seeing Jay and Silent Bob was there. Also saw a couple of Ricks from another dimension. So I'm just saying, you know, maybe when you go to a con, that you should not go to the same dimension as the other guy because, you know, I'm there. I've got my Morty. You've got your Morty. What if we get our Mortys mixed up? Don't do that. I mean, you know, oh, great. Yeah, you went to Emerald City Comicon. Don't break your hand. Pat yourself on the back there, buddy. Buddy. So, by Rick Sanchez. Thank you. And the huge part about Saturday was I got to meet Kevin McGuire. He changed the way I read comics. I was sort of into comics, not really big. And then a friend of mine, Ken, took me to the Flour Mill in Spokane, which had Merlins. That's where it first started out. And they had a comic in this Justice League International where Guy Gardner's being held back by Shazam and Martian Manhunter. And my friend goes, what is the deal? Guy Gardner is weak. He doesn't need... Well, that's the humor of it. So I read it, and it changed the way I love comics now because I saw them as, you know, it was like heroes with just like jobs and stuff. You know, like Ant-Man, he's a criminal too. Like they had normal lives. They had to pay their rent. They had, you know, other worldly problems. And I thought, man, that is so cool. And I absolutely love Justice League International. It's one of my favorite series of all time. And he was there, and I got to meet him. And so it's very rare that you get to meet someone who changed your life. And I have to say, reading comics is a good 20, 30, 40% of my life. He changed the way I did that. So, Kevin McGuire, very cool. If you're young and don't know who he is, look him up because he's an amazing artist with facial expressions that you would not believe could be drawn. I finished Saturday night with some friends of the Comic Book Characters for Causes, an amazing group that they help out Seattle Children's Hospital. I'm going to get it wrong. I know I'm going to get it wrong. Smiles Camp, Camp Smiles. It's for kids. They go and they dress up as superheroes and have a blast with them. And it's an amazing group of people. And I met them 6 years ago, and I was standing around, and they were doing this big group shot. And one of their head guys there, Jason, goes, hey, you know, jump in. And I was dressed as Captain America at the time. And I'm cool. And immediately they were just so super nice. I mean, I hate to say you don't get that niceness around Spokane, but there are certain cliques. And R2 doing the little sarcastic turn. So, you know, it was an amazing group, and so I help them out anytime I can. You know, if they need help and I'm over there, you bet. I mean, it's a no-brainer. I will help them at any time. So thanks to all them, AJ, Abby, just everybody that was there. I don't want to start saying names because I'll get some wrong because I'm old. And I can blame that on a lot of things. So anyway, thank you to everybody that was there and showed me a great time. And it was fun just because you always see these people going, I partied all night at the con. Well, this time I actually got to do that. So thank you to Comic Book Characters for Causes and everybody that was there and had a great time. Also, yes, I still have notes. Now, Sunday was not a good day. In the morning, we decided to go bike riding because John said, let's go on a bike ride. The streets will be empty. It'll be fun. Let's go. So we did, and it was all right for the first half hour. As I'm going down, we're traveling around by the Space Needle, I got into a bike wreck. I flipped the bike, and my hand swelled up. And the only thing I can really compare it to is the guy at the end of Big Trouble in Little China. My hand was 3 times its normal size, and my arm was scraped up yet again. My nose is still pretty bruised. And so I could not lift my arm. For the first 4 days I got back, I could lift it this high. I could not feed myself with my right hand. The swelling was so big. I had to drive all the way with one hand. I had to turn the key. It'd be amazing. All the things that you do with your right hand that you suddenly have to do with your left hand. So that was not fun because I had a picture up with Rose MacGyver from iZombie coming up, and that sucked. But I put ice and pop and everything on my lip. I had to ice up. That was weird, little glitch there. I had to ice up my lip because it was fat. You can still kind of tell it's a little chubby. So I covered myself up. I covered up my scars, and because I like iZombie. I like iZombie. I like Supergirl. I like these shows that they have some heart to them. I stopped watching Arrow this season. It's good, dude. It's too serious. Lighten up, man. You're a superhero. Yeah, like the Flash, you know. So anyway, that was about it. And let's see, I got the photo up, and then we left, and not a big deal. So why am I dressed up as a MASH shirt and all this? Shh! I'm doing a podcast over here. Dogs have they just don't care about my professionalism. So, Lilac City Comicon is coming up. It is coming up. I'm going to hold this like this. It's just out of the shade there so I can read it. It is coming up. And May 14th. May 14th is Lilac City Comicon. It's $12 for 13 years and up. It's only $5 if you're between 5 and 12. And if you're 4, you're free. If you're 3, I think it's like $150. And then for 2, if you're 2 years old, it's like a penny. And then I think they might have gotten rid of that. I think now it's like $400. I think they just did it for free. So it's a lot easier. So, yes, come on out. I will be in charge of the MASH unit, the Mobile Army Superhero Hospital. Now, if you have a cosplay need, if you need some super glue, if you need some tape, you just need to sit down. We'll also have a banner there. You can have some pictures taken of. You just want to get out of the way. Come to my booth. I will be there from 10 to 3:30. And also, some of the coolest thing, I will be there from 10 to 3:30 doing a drawing. We will have boxes and we'll have amazing groups of stuff. You come over, you give me $1, I give you a ticket. You put that ticket in any of the 4 boxes that you want. We're going to have Star Wars stuff and Loot Crate stuff. And I mean, it's going to be like a lot of stuff. And it's going to be really cool. And you get a chance to win it for $1. And the proceeds are going to go to a charity. I haven't picked the charity yet, but I work with the 501st, so I'm sure I'll come up with something. I may even save it for Toys for Tots for later, but it will go to a charity. And let's see. There will be the costume contest. That will be best youth, boys and girl. We'll pick a boy and a girl between the ages of 5 and 12. Now, the best amateur is 13 and up. 30% of your costume has to be handcrafted. That means if you went out and bought one at Kmart, at least fix up about 30% of it. Now, we'll also have the best professional. 13 and up, 70% of your costume has to be handcrafted. You've got to have done something with it. Like, I bought this hat, that's 100%. This putting a patch on it is about 10%. So, try and do a little more. I'm really lazy, that's why. It was an easy hat to do. All right, so anyway, that is about it for me in this podcast. I hope you had a good time. Go to Emerald City, and if you're there, oh, by the way, if you're at Lilac City, come by and we'll do a little video podcast. We'll do an interview right there. I know, with me. How excited are you for that? You should be very excited. I'm just saying. I don't want to tell you to try and be like me because it's way too hard. just inspired to be like me. You know, I think that's truly where you should go. There comes whiny Luke. He's just going to go to Tashi Station and pick up some power from converters. Shut up, you whiny. Okay, so anyway, come to Lilac City Comicon. That is May 14th. There's going to be a list of people. I'm going to try and run down some of these. Artist Sean Galloway, Bernard Chang, Internet Celeb, Adam the Woo. I can't read some of my writing. Jeffrey Vergie. I apologize if I got any of those names wrong. Dan Parsons, cosplay artist. Alkali Lake. Brett Weldell. Oh, I murdered that last name. Sorry, Brett. Blakey Shepard, cosplay artist. Alaska Mauve. Colton Worley, Jacob Bear, Patrick Blaine, Annie Libertini. She's like an actual like physical artist type stuff. She's had some stuff on Once Upon a Time. Zach Davison, he's a translator writer of Japanese folklore, so that's going to be cool to see. There's going to be a ton more things to see and do, so come down, Lilac City Comicon at Spokane. If you want to know more, just go to Google and type in Lilac City Comicon, and you'll find it. All right, so that's it for me. You can write me, comment me, let me know what's going on, burrmartinmedia@gmail.com. You can also just Google Burr Martin Experience, and I'm on Facebook, Stitcher, iTunes, YouTube, SoundCloud, just you name it. I'm all over because I'm an attention whore. So anyway, that's it for me. Go out and have an experience.
Wave hi. Oh, that's the wrong side.
Wrong side.
Oh, technology. So, 4 o'clock tomorrow or next tomorrow?
Nice. Liam, come here.
Over there.
More.
One more? There you go.
He literally killed his dad.
I was like, damn you, follow up.
Oh,
that's so low.
Oh, he's getting stabbed.
He's stabbed by his own. Picture with what did I get a picture with you guys already? Oh, watch out, watch out. All those birds, it's hilarious.
Pretty hilarious.